Hello and welcome. My name is Karen. Today we will be discussing cultivation theory, how it works, how it affects people in our workplace, and the challenges and criticisms to cultivation theory. Before we begin, we must answer the question, what is cultivation theory? Please allow my colleague, Bob, a heavy television viewer, to explain.
Thanks, Karen. Cultivation theory was developed by George Gerbner and Larry Gross in the 1960s and 1970s. Their theory states that heavy television viewers, such as myself, are more likely to perceive the world as a mean place, a phenomenon referred to as mean world syndrome. In addition, viewers are more likely to have attitudes and worldviews that mirror what is shown on television and to provide television answers to questions.
Right. We see movies, news shows, and advertisements on television every day that influence how we think and feel about the world. In the long run, the effects of television viewing have a gradual and cumulative impact on our society.
Just take a look at the television behind me for some examples of pharmaceutical ads, fast food ads, and news reports that can influence our perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors towards prescription drugs, fast food, and current events.
If your racing thoughts keep you awake, sleep is here on the wings of Lunesta. And if you wake up often in the middle of the night, rest is here on the wings of Lunesta. Lunesta helps you fall asleep and stay asleep so you can wake up feeling rested. Ask your doctor if Lunesta is right for you.
Ask your doctor if Lunesta is right for you.
Tonight the couch calls, the binge beckons. Oh yeah, still watching.
Well, tonight the caravan is on our southern border. Rather than wait for the crossing station at San Ysidro to open, many of them just jumped the fence. Some waved Honduran flags when they got to the top. And that tells you everything. When you arrive in a country to contribute to it and to assimilate into its culture, you don't wave the flag of a foreign nation. That's when you do in triumph when you invade a country. According to Border Control, at least one member of the caravan has already admitted to being a member of MS-13. All of this should worry us. There are only a few hundred people in this caravan, but there are billions more around the world who live amid violence and poverty, and virtually every single one of them would like to relocate to San Diego.
All this should worry us.
These are some examples of things we see every day on television that can influence and even alter our perceptions. Studies show that direct-to-consumer drug ads can inflate the perceived risk of a medical condition such as depression. Pervasive fast food ads can cause teens to underestimate the risks and consequences of consuming fast food. Lastly, people who perceive their town as a dangerous place and see it portrayed in this manner on the news experience a process called resonance. So, how does cultivation theory explain why people adopt the beliefs and views they see presented on television?
There are cognitive and affective processes underlying cultivation theory. We mentioned one already, resonance. When resonance occurs, a person sees elements of real life align with what is shown on television. Since the messages on the media resonates with these individuals, they are most affected by television viewing.
Like that one time I saw The Walking Dead and then the zombies got me?
Yes, Bob. Like the time the zombies got you. Another underlying process of cultivation theory is mainstreaming. Mainstreaming explains that as television viewing increases, viewers' mindsets also become increasingly similar to what they see. Next, Bob and I will examine cultivation theory as it relates to the workplace.
To begin, diversity is an important aspect of any workforce. A company with a diverse team can better understand its customers, performs better, and can innovate more readily than teams that are homogeneous. Moreover, a company with a diverse workforce has an edge when it comes to hiring and retaining talent. This includes hiring people across differing age groups, genders, cultures, religions, disabilities, and backgrounds, including even a zombie like myself.
According to cultivation theory research, heavy television viewers were more likely to be in favor of keeping women in traditional roles such as housewife, nurse, or secretary. Furthermore, heavy viewers were also more likely to undervalue the aging population. Groups that are also susceptible to exclusion and marginalization are those who are underrepresented or do not appear at all on television, an event known as symbolic annihilation which cultivates intolerance for groups such as gays and minorities.
So far, we've talked a lot about television. But Karen, with the technological changes that have occurred since the 1970s leading to other forms of media, such as the internet, social media, and streaming services that allow you to be more selective about media consumption, is cultivation theory still relevant?
You bring up a good point, Bob. This is one of the challenges and criticisms to the theory. It remains to be seen whether cultivation theory holds up given the changing media landscape. However, Gerbner argued that since the media is controlled by corporate entities, these will ultimately find a way to control and cultivate an audience that is influenced by advertisements. Another criticism to this theory is that it oversimplifies how television affects behavior and that the underlying social factors are more complex. Finally, people do not always blindly accept and believe what they see on television. So there you have it. We talked about what cultivation theory is, its causes, how it affects the workplace, and the challenges and criticisms to the theory.
Thanks, Karen, this was great. I think I will go home and binge watch some Netflix now. Oh, and I will pick up a pizza on the way home.
Oh, get outta here, Bob.